Okay, so everybody is deleting everything. Everybody is gone, apparently, besides Kodee Tyler. Let's talk about the aftermath, shall we? I do have notes. I do have posts that I want to talk about. I do have a lot of things that I want to talk about. But first things first, guys, insane. Thank you so much to everyone who joined the channel, to everyone who commented, liked everything, like the posts and everything. I'm speechless, and I'm never speechless. So that's a big thing. Welcome. Take a seat. Take your favorite beverage. Thank you so much. Also, a quick reminder that if you're here also means better in Italian. Also for my art, I actually opened a new channel for my art. It's a temporary test that I'm doing because apparently YouTube cannot push a channel for two different things, like two different themes, like commentary and art and vlogs. YouTube cannot do that. So yeah, I said I want to make art, so I need another way. But let's go. I will leave it below, by the way. Also, last things last. I read all the comments. If I don't reply or like your comments, it doesn't mean that. Probably it means that I don't agree with you in some way, but your comment will stay up. Like I love seeing conversation. Like maybe I don't I don't agree with some takes, but opinions are always valid. As much as we are polite, please, let's be polite. We are adults. I hope you're adult. If you're not adult, go there. Go. But yeah, we are smart. We are empathetic. We are polite. Everything. Okay, enough with the speech. So, everybody deleted everything. Was it the sixth spence? I didn't talk about that, honestly, because I talked overall in the last video that I made. I wanted to make the video for page and on page because that was the main focus. If you don't know, because maybe you just saw one video or this is your first time on my channel, I don't like to talk. I don't like to platform people that are too, I don't want to say problematic because we need to talk about that too, but people that are too, in my opinion, are too dangerous. Dangerous is the word. There are many creators that I see that I have opinion, because I have a lot of opinions, but I probably will never platform. Also because I don't want a lawsuit on me because I know myself, and the editing won't save me on some things. So yeah. And the sixth spence was one of the takes that they made were something. They were something else. So they deleted everything. I believe they also deleted Instagram. No, maybe no. Instagram, no. They made a post on Instagram. Probably. I don't remember. It's not important. I think in the grand scheme, it's good that they decided to take a step back, but we are going to talk about the deleting everything, to delete videos and posts and Instagram and Twitters and tweets. We're going to talk about that. So the main focus here right now is the fact that Dent actually deleted, I don't know, all the videos. Also all the shorts, I'm pretty sure. The only thing that is up actually are her posts. I have a qualm. I have a question, not only one, I have many questions, because I wondered why. Because we saw this thing of people disappearing, doing something, then disappearing. We're going to talk about this kind of pattern in a second, but I'm wondering why Jen did what she did, like privating the videos and then leaving the posts on, which, by the way, day by day they're gaining like 100 comments. Like yesterday I checked and there were like 700-ish comments. I saw the Adam McIntyre video on this. By the way, I also watched, like 1 hour ago, I watched also Peter Monn's take on the Page situation. Go watch it. Go watch it, because it's another lens on the discourse around harmful statements, racism, homophobia, everything. It's really, really important, and we need to hear them. We need to hear these people out, honestly. So yeah, I was wondering why Jen left the post on, and I have one answer over all the questions that I had in my mind. I'm reading my notes because I wrote some nice things. So I wrote that, is this a way to show that people will continue to go off, quote unquote, on you even if you left? Is this a way to then come back and say that you were slandered and then the mockers are your abusers? Hint, hint. Because something that and this is a story. I don't want to take away the fact, because it's something that I point out in every single freaking video, because I know that people are not you guys, but there are people who are actually crazy insane, and they go private messages via whatever way they have to reach a person and spread their hate. They will do it, and I don't like that. I think that if you go and hate on people like in the worst possible way, there are ways to convey your emotions, your thoughts. And honestly, under the posts, under the videos, there are the overall focus of the comments is why you did what you did. You are a nurse, you are an ex-nurse, former nurse, you were on the right path to, as I said, to put another brick in the Gabbie Hanna's lore wall, in order for people to, whenever she will come back, they had the Jessi Smiles video too. They could have had also your video as a proof that this woman is actually a bad person, an abuser, and all your allegations all together. But right now, the only thing that we have is all the things that you did, all the things that you said on Twitter, all the smugness of your comments and the cockiness overall of your comments, which is something that goes into the pattern. So I'm like, why people do this? Like, why people do actually use their platform in this way? And also why they keep saying, because Jen was doing this, Jen was saying this, and then Helloleesh keeps going on the fact that there are mockers, there are Adam's fandom, Adam's friends. I'm not Adam's friends. I'm like, I live in Italy, dude. Like, I watch, as much as I watch Adam, I watch a bunch of commentary channels. I'm not friends with anyone, honestly. I'm just speaking to a camera in my house. That's it. And I'm just sharing opinions on, it's like it's impossible for them to understand that people can have opinions on their action, on the actions that they do commit, that they do. And as I was saying, the comments overall, they're nice. Like, not nice in the sense, oh yeah, we agree with you, we love you. No, the comments are like actually well laid out, well spoken. There are people asking, like, the main focuses are why you did what you did. We're really disappointed in you. There's a plenty of people, even muckers, that actually said, I was rooting for you. I started following you as even after your take on Adam. I did agree. I did not agree on the fact that the Alyssa's situation, which is another freaky. It seems a never-ending story at this point. There are markers who says we do agree. We did agree with you, and then you betrayed like the faith that we gave you doing all this. So there are actually disappointed people. There are people who are hurt. We're going to talk about this X stance from Gabbie Hanna. There's also Gavin. By the way, Gavin watched the Joshua David Evans 6 hours. Gavin, you're true one. Also, he watched the Gen Dance video. I don't know which one, because at this point there are 1,000 that I made, but thank you so much. When I saw his comment, I was like, taken away. So thank you so much. Love your content, by the way. There's also Gavin's take on the Helloleesh situation, which I'm going to read. I didn't read it all. I just read the first sentences that I was like, yeah, preach. So we're going to read it and we're going to see what we think. But the Gen Dance situation basically is, for now, ending. And I don't think, honestly, at this point, I don't think, because you won't leave the posts on if you really want to take a break on everything. I really think that people wanted the accountability, and even, and I'm going to say, because I'm a prideful person sometimes, maybe you think that you're in the right spot and there's something that you're missing, and maybe you will understand it with time. So maybe in that moment you are like, no, I'm right. I'm on the right spot in this situation. They are wrong. They are all wrong. And I understand that. So in that moment, maybe the taking accountability, even if you do that, it's not genuine, it's not felt, like people won't feel it. So it's okay if you want to take a step back and actually take your time, and maybe come back eventually and saying, no, I thought I was right. Maybe I had something right, do something wrong. The maybe is big. But I don't understand why they all do resort to the same pattern at this point, which is, okay, they come forward. They call out people openly on video. There's also, when you call out someone, they usually respond. They usually call you out back, or there's kind of a cycle that you call out people and they do some commentary, like criticism on you. They say their piece on you, and they cannot take it, this piece. Like, you come forward making comments on someone, but when this someone does the same on you, you cannot take it. So they go ballistic. They go like crazy. And not only they go crazy in the sense that they do lose all the grip that it seemed they had in the first place, they also become cocky and unbothered. And this starts automatically. It's like it's a process, automatic process. And they start to go and they sing other people. They come and pull people inside and take people on and target a fandom, and everybody at this point, everybody is onto them. So they're kind of the victim, because they are not able to actually take all this pressure that they brought on themselves by just calling out people. Because as everybody's talking about, if you just kept, I'm not saying you don't need to speak about what people do to you. You can make a comment, you can make a quick remark, but the main focus was another thing that right now nobody's talking about. Sometimes, like, it's just a phrase at the end of the video, like, yeah, the main focus should have been Gabbie Hanna. But I'm pretty sure that Gabbie Hanna is, if she's back from the cruise, she's each evening with her husband, Ken, they're on the sofa watching all this thing unfold, laughing their ass off. Because honestly, why not? Why not? It seems like a comic movie, like it is what it is at this point. And I really want to read quickly the Prince take, which was left under the Joffrey post on YouTube. It's still on, by the way. And if by the time this video will come up, I hope tonight, if it's not on anymore, because maybe the post will be private. I don't think so. I have a theory on this. And I said it. I think there's a meaning, which people, I didn't saw anyone picking up on this. It's weird, right? That they are gone, like Jen is gone, but it's not really gone. So I think there's something, I don't know. You tell me your opinions on this, because I'm really in for. So on this post, Prince, which I want to make it very clear, they were a minor, like really young. They are right now they are 18. Back then, we're talking about 6 years ish ago. They were a minor, like they were a child in all this. So I want from you to picture an actual kid, an actual child, your nephew, whatever, your brother, your whatever you have in mind, a child. Imagine that. So they wrote, "This is Prince. I trusted you. And now I have to sit with the fact that I've been once again manipulated by someone who said they were doing the right thing. You don't care about the people Gabbie's hurts. You just wanted to get validation from the internet," which, true. At this point, true. You were not fighting for the right reasons anymore. You were, because if you were, you didn't need to go and drop all your frustrations on a 23 years old guy from Ireland, instead of focusing on the, I don't know how old is Gabbie Hanna, 40 something, 30, on the 40s kinda, which is the freaking main point of everything. Jesus, this makes me go crazy. And when you got that validation, it still wasn't enough. You could, by the way, this is written by an 18 years old person, and I am speechless. You claim to want Gabbie offline. We all do, but then subject your misplaced anger towards everyone else and make them your punching bag in replacement of Gabbie, which is something that I think everybody picked up at this point. It's like you cannot reach that person because that person maybe is far away, is not online anymore. And I said it in the first video that I covered. I asked myself, and I said it on video, why now? Like, why we are coming out now. And then I gave myself the answer that Dent actually was waiting on informations that she then received, like on Gracie and stuff like that. So, but I was wondering the why now. And I don't know if at this point I do still believe that they did it now. In my mind, these are just speculations. These are just my thoughts at this point. I'm thinking, did they do that? Did she do that now because she knew that Gabbie probably wouldn't come out to answer to these allegations? Or maybe did they do that now? I'm talking with they today. Okay. Did she do that now, because she wanted Gabbie to come out and confront her? I don't know. There's no timing on when you need to. I said it and I want to say it again. There's no timing when you need to come forward and talk about the things that were done to you. You can do that wherever you want, whenever you want. There's no time. On this situation, since we saw everything going down, I'm really thinking, why now? Let's continue. You've given her exactly what she wanted for the very start. For channels to speak about you in disgust, for you to embarrass yourself and ruin the platform you've gained over the years. She's stupid, so low, just to get that from you. And you're so vengeful and blinded by your own unhappiness that you're willing to do it. You're willingly do it. Can I begin the text? No. Okay. This is something that I really want to focus. As a 32 years old woman, I do think a lot on the aftermath of all this. And I said it in the last video. I said it somewhere, honestly. The aftermath of all her actions, of all her statements, tweets, because there's something that these people do not take into consideration when they do this kind of things. And I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video. So put a pin on that. No one will ever take my story or any ex-stand story into consideration now because of you. I'm not saying Gabbie is going to get away with how she treated you, but you've lost all credibility in so many people's eyes. Let me tell you something, Prince. And I'm pretty sure I can speak about everyone. If anyone, and we saw that honestly with Alyssa's story, even if it was wrong, even if it was conceived like in the wrong way, because they actually kind of tricked people that weren't around at that time. But if there's someone who comes forward and tells their story with or without proof, I'm pretty sure that we will be there, not because we are commentary channels, not because we are drama channels, as whatever, not because we cover things, but because we also, at least the people that I follow, because I'm pretty sure there are people who don't do that out of the lovely emotions that we have, but I'm pretty sure that there will be people who are there to listen, to give you or anyone else the space, the time, the spotlight that you deserve, and the coverage that you deserve. So please never let others failures, in the sense that they failed themselves acting like this, please never let them cross your story, cross your whatever you went through. Never do that. And I'm talking with like heart open, in this moment, because I cannot imagine an 18. Also, I cannot imagine what you went through. We don't know. And whenever, if it will ever happen, we will be there for you. So no questions needed, nothing. The ableism helmet remark is deeply disgusting too, and the way you speak about the people in general is just as vile and appalling, especially with your background as a nurse. And that's we all established that, honestly. There's nothing we can, it's self-explaining at this point. How would you feel if someone spoke about Jessi's son like that? It's horrible. I know you have so much time on your hands now. Oh. Now that you quit your job, but I wish you had genuine people to tell you to stop and reflect. And this is also another thing. I don't want to, I don't like when people do, oh, by your boyfriend, oh, by your girlfriend, oh, by your partner, oh, by your mother, oh, by your, no. If you're an adult enough, if you're an adult enough to be on internet, you're also adult enough to understand when is the time to actually shut the fuck up, go away, go take a mental health break, whatever. We can also, in the same breath, say that friends, partners, whatever, are not responsible for you and for your takes, because there are people who are not chronically online, who are not chronically on Twitter. And this is also kind of a statement for the Helloleesh, like people saying to Helloleesh, oh, but you need to address the Dent thing. I do want to say that maybe Helloleesh was, also we saw it in the last video, she wasn't posting. It was like 3 weeks, probably 2 weeks that she wasn't posting. In the moment though that you see people coming into your comments saying address, or on tweet, I don't know if she's on Twitter, honestly, or on Instagram, or address this, is that we can also use the reverse cards that they used on Helloleesh and Jen used on Adam. Why you're not responding quickly? Why you're not making even a post, a story, Instagram story? Why you're not doing that? Which is not as demanding, it's just pointing out the fact that it's hypocritical. You did it, but we cannot do it for you. And I did say, saw that she was going through something. We're going to read it. She posted something on Instagram yesterday. Two things can be true at the same time. You criticized Adam that he didn't answer pronto. You didn't do the same. You did the same thing. So we are here to actually put a mirror at yourself and say, see, it happens to everyone. So why are we pointing fingers? And still no one said, yeah, actually you're right. We shouldn't do that. Sorry. But no, we're doubling down. We're going to see that. And I do question a lot what is going on in Jen Dent's life. Not that it's my business, not that I don't care, in the sense that mostly after everything that she did and said, but as a human being, unfortunately, sometimes I really wish I wasn't like this, but I'm really thinking there's no one around them concerned enough and also aware of what she was doing, concerned enough to say, friends, acquaintances, whatever, to say, what the fuck are you doing? Get off. Maybe there were people and she was just like, yeah, fuck you, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. We don't know, but it's a genuine question at this point. So I do agree with Prince on this. Yeah, you're grown, acting like a child. I'm 18, handling the Gabbie situation much better than you. Adam is barely in his 20s. And this is one of my main focus. Why the fuck there are people 18, 20, in their 20s acting better, acting more in a more mature way than a 50-something-year-old. And I don't know Helloleesh how old she is. She also said some shit, and I'm not coming for her. I'm just stating facts because there are facts, proof, videos, whatever, shorts, whatever. It is what it is at this point. That's the thing with you and Gabbie. Yeah, that's the thing with you and Gabbie. You two want people to only view things with the perspective that you two spread to the listener. True. And if they don't, or they don't at all, or they don't know all of the background history, they get harassed and send hate mobs, and then subject. Yeah, it's like, I also saw Helloleesh saying, yeah, I made like 5 videos on, I'm not quoting, I don't remember correctly all the words. I made like X videos on the situation on Adam, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Go watch those videos. Girl, listen, I make a hour? Yeah, hour and a half, sometimes even 6 hours for the Joshua David Evans situation, videos. I'm not here saying you should watch 100 times of my videos, otherwise you cannot talk. No, I'm not doing that. Maybe I can give you a timestamp of the answer that you're asking me in the comment, like, yeah, I spoke about this here. Or maybe do a TLDR overall about my thought. Maybe, I don't know. It's common sense at this point. Or otherwise, just don't answer. If people want to know an answer to these questions, they will go and ask that question to someone else on Reddit probably, or they will actually go and watch your videos. I did watch your videos. So yeah, I'm disgusted because I would expect this from Gabbie, not you, Jen. And that sucks. That sucks also because if you remember in the first video that came out from Jen, she said that she spoke with Prince privately, reminiscing on something, and that actually Prince was the one, they were the one helping Jen out with remembering some of the stands names and some of their takes. So actually Prince was, I don't know how much they were close to Jen, but they were part of the story. They were part of the video, part of the lore, part of the fandom, part of the informations given. So I cannot imagine. I really cannot imagine. I had my experience with Alyssa, and I do believe Alyssa should take accountability for several things. I don't think she will ever do that. For 5 minutes that I know about them. But to say they're just as bad as Gabbie while you're happily friends with Kodee, we're going to talk about that, who is worse, is astonishing. People have informed you about this since the day you posted your initial video about Alyssa and Kodee. And Alyssa and Kodee was in Alyssa's comments. You intentionally ignore everyone, and now you're boasting on Twitter about how... Oh, sorry, I need to breathe. About how you've known Kodee since 2019. You don't care about Kodee's behavior because you're not being subject to it, which is this prince. You're not a prince, you're a king, a queen, majestic, because this is the bottom line of everything. They are talking about something that it's really important. Also in the Helloleesh conversation on the Colleen Ballinger thing, because I understand. Wait, I don't want people to say, but they no. Helloleesh said, because I do know things before speaking. I do know. Helloleesh said that she doesn't want to talk about the Colleen situation because it's involving minors and children, and apparently it's something that it really bothers her. And I understand that. But in the same time, we can also say that if we are going to throw things in some major thing, We also need to be, as much as Adam should have known better before talking about Alyssa, before throwing stones, we should be aware of other people's history. This is why people were saying, I was saying too, Adam sympathized with Alyssa, empathized with Alyssa because of his story, like the Colleen story. And coming out saying, I don't know that story, I don't care. It's buffoonery. You don't care because it's not touching you. Alyssa's story is touching you. Adam's story, backgrounds is not touching you, so it's not, you're not willing to know that, to dip. It's not that you need to go and watch all the videos made, no, just a TLDR on all the situation overall. So I do believe that people in this situation are acting on things that actually are touching them. Things that do touch others are not important. I'm the one who's suffering. I'm the victim. That's very telling. If Alyssa was writing actual fanfiction about you, like Kodee did, to their own admission, true, there are lives. There are. I'm pretty sure that Xylee, I showed them in the video. Xylee covered that video, and it was the video where Kodee admitted it with the names of minors. I highly doubt you would be okay with that. There is no false narrative being spread about you. The Google Doc shown in Adam's video is filled with your own words. If you didn't want to be held accountable, don't create avoidable situation. This should be freaking... I'm going to copy and paste this on each and every single one problematic people situation. So yeah, this is perfect. Just to act dense when called out. It's not hard, you're not different from Gabbie, and I'm appalled that you've spent so much time trying to make yourself look like a saint in your recent videos while you're simultaneously saying ableist things on Twitter. You evidently are the nightmare. Escape the nightmare. This is the range of the comments. Like, this is long because it's Prince's experience, but all the comments under this freaking post and others, from probably in these 806 comments, there should be, obviously there are unfortunately 1, 2, 10, I don't know, of people saying the stupidest, dumbest shit, like horrible actual things, like harmful things. I'm sure, but overall the comments that are popping up are these ones. The range is this one. People disappointed, people hurt, people... there's also a comment from a person who is actually disabled, and they're seeing your comments as a disabled person, like, really hurts me. Like, everything you said, really, it's disgusting, hurts people, ex-fan, whatever. So at this point, I'm confident to say that it's like they're all the sixth fans, and I'm hoping I'm saying that correct. And Dent situation, and honestly, I saw the same pattern. We're going to read the posts on Instagram from Helloleesh too. They're just following the biggest victim wannabe manual, probably written from Gabbie, Hanna, and unpublished. They're just go. Is this a new trend? Is this like a... Am I missing some new trends? Like, follow these things to be a wannabe victim? I don't know. So yeah, I quickly want to address the Kodee situation, because apparently Helloleesh is and also people are a little bit too much focused on Kodee, and I really don't want to focus on them so much, because besides the fact that they are friends, it's more telling about, again, the Jen situation, because it's something that we established. We did establish that Kodee is whatever they are. So this is more telling on the situation of Jen Dent's actions, because we have already established that Kodee Tyler is what it is. They said, we know that. We know. If you don't know, go catch up with videos. I made a video too. If you're interested, we do know. This is more telling. We shouldn't focus again on the wrong situation here, the wrong person. We should focus on the overall. Yes, okay with the friendship. Yes, okay with the coverage, like cover ups. Like, yeah, I do protect Kodee. Kodee does protect me. Protect from what? But wait, let's see. They have each other's asses and whatever. I do want to point out the fact that I saw the comments of Helloleesh on the fact that they don't know that again, she doesn't know Kodee. She never interacted with Kodee, but again, under some shorts video, Kodee things, she commented this video. Not that a comment makes you. I comment a bunch of shit. I don't know half of the people where I comment on. So I do understand that, but if you comment on someone, it's I don't know, it's there's something missing. But I don't want to focus on that, because apparently Helloleesh is focusing on that, on the fact that we are focusing. There are people focusing and asking questions like, why are you friends with Kodee? Which is a common also asked question under the Jen's post. So I don't want to focus on that, because I don't want to be like, I don't want to make people continuing to focus on the wrong things. I do want people to address, this is the focus of this. If you were friends with Jen and publicly defended her and raided with her on Adam's situation, on Adam behaviors, basically said the same, like mirroring things. And I showed you in the video where I talk about both of them, saying the exact thing that Jen's saying, proving the fact that you were talking behind the scenes, obviously saying that you were friends. As much as you were addressing this kind of things, we are supposed to believe that you were going to address this shitty situation. The Jen Dance comments and tweets and posts. So I think it's fair for people to ask, to public figures and content creators and people who expose others and go and point the finger at others. It's fair for people to actually demand, as much as you were demanding on Adam, like an apology from Adam. Come on, girl. We're not like, you cannot point the finger and then when the finger is pointing at you, said, yeah, but the eye, come on, girl. And my thought overall on Helloleesh is on this line is it, I want to read this because this, in my opinion, you let me know, probably I'm too much into my mind. Is this so hard to believe? Like, is this, It is. It is, sorry. It is so hard to believe that if you associate yourself with problematic people and then you jump on a train of criticism towards other creators, you will be subject to the same treatment back. This is the bottom line. And I don't understand. Is this so hard to understand? You publicly talk about other creators and the things that they did. They were problematic for you and your friend. But then when your friend does something problematic and people are demanding the same treatment, you wave the white flag. No. No. And then the pattern of the victim wannabe starts. Because she posted on Instagram this. I'm going to read it because I cannot read the mirror. Girl. Okay. Fun game. Ask your family, which is something I was like, Ask your family group chat who Kodee Tyler is. If they don't know, ask if they've ever commented on one of their posts. And no one is allowed to say, I don't know. It's like saying, do you have eggs in the fridge? Okay, go and take a banana and fry it. What are we doing? Okay, make it make sense. Then another post, which also I don't, maybe I'm too, I don't know, maybe I'm too dumb to understand. Also, you need to, it's like a conversation. Also, you need to know about what's going on in the world. We're allowed to not care about the Colleen Ballinger. We're allowed to not care about the Colleen Ballinger story. And that's not to say, why do you even care? There's people that are dying. I'm saying you have the option to not care about Kim's diamond earring. Exactly. I don't know. Probably I'm too dumb to understand this. It's like, maybe, I don't know if I'm right on this, but it's like there are people dying. We need to focus on something. We cannot focus on the Colleen Ballinger. We're not demanding this. We are asking, like, what are your thoughts, ma'am, on your friend? Because you were making 1 hour plus pieces on Adam, even on Gabbie. So I don't understand why we don't see even 1 minute video on you asking yourself, what the fuck? I was friend with this person. My opinion, just my opinion, honestly. Okay, this is the interesting post. Interesting in some way. Okay, this whole ass wall of text. Real talk. Do any of you know that this is what I was talking about. Do any of you know that my little cousin who just turned 18 has been living in a safe house in another state for several months because she was a victim of CST. I cannot read it for you. I'm sorry. You don't, but you wouldn't care. It's fine. That's not my point. Listen, I think, now watch it. I think I do put myself a lot in other people's clothes, shoes, whatever you want to call it. But I drove. I don't drove. I draw a line when people, like when you are the first one why are you expecting us to treat you in some way when you are the first one not treating others in the same way that you want to be treated too? It's hypocritical, it's dumb, it's selfish, it's egotistical. I don't know other synonyms at this point. I'm not Italian. I am Italian. Sorry. The point is hello. The point is that there is so much horrific shit happening. This feels like the. I'm sorry. I remember watching the apology, like the who's called like the Jeffree Star apology about the racism. I believe was it when. At a certain point, he was like, there are so much horrible shit happening in the world. Maybe it was through the pandemic. There are people, like, there's a pandemic there. Why are we shifted focus here? What are we doing? We know, dude. I read every morning. I read the freaking news that it's no one's responsibility to research Colleen, Kodee, Adam, on any other internet persona. We're not that important. We were important in the moment that you were making our think piece on the Adam situation, though. Okay, or even Gab. I don't want to like, but you were criticizing Adam. No. Same thing we were doing with Gabbie and with Alyssa but now there are babies dying in the street, quote unquote. Every day we respond to people to people without getting their whole story, nor should we have to. That idea is preposterous. I'm too dumb for this phrase. Plus, I said that Adam has no responsibility to do research. So I certainly have none when the topic at hand was my abuser, not Adam's. Still, I defended him. My video was not about Colleen, not about Kodee. There's a little context there. Adam related to Alyssa. I get it. I said that. If you... Oh, Jesus, it's still so small. If you think it's anyone's responsibility to brush up on the lore, learn the side characters unrelated to the topic at hand before responding, you're living in a painful, narrow online existence. I didn't say I don't care, but even... By the way, this was posted 20 hours ago-ish. My video was not about Colleen. Oh, Jesus, I already read this. No, I mean, hello? I didn't say I don't care, but even if I did, I'm well within my rights to not to. Adam doesn't know anything about my backstory. Did you? You didn't know anything about Adam's backstory when he supported initially Alyssa. Wrongfully so, because nobody knew the freaking Alyssa. Nobody. But we were there pointing fingers at Adam. Did you require he do research before responding to me? After all, this was all about him covering my bully and abuse. We're doing in circles here, girl. We're doing... Okay, I did that. Adam didn't need to do his research, but did he do that? What are we doing? Also, why we need a freaking wall of text? I don't understand. And I do talk a lot. You have it backwards. Reacting to abusive language online isn't unreasonable, regardless of my age. Demanding that people learn some internet personality's backstory. Wait. Reacting to abusive language online isn't unreasonable, regardless of my age. Are we talking about Dent's language? No, right. We're talking about the 23 years old guy. Okay. Reacting before reacting isn't unreasonable. YouTube community drama and scandals are optional. By the way, this last paragraph feels so Gabbie, Hanna. I'm sorry. My opinion only. No matter how much someone was hurt, I'm sorry to have to say that, but most people you interact with don't know about this stuff, don't care, and you don't expect them to. You can care if you want. I'm not taking that from you. I'm telling you to maintain perspective. Okay. You want to pull some ageist bullshit and talk about how I'm old enough to be someone's mom. Then I get to tell you to grow up and act right. Pick up a paintbrush, go outside, do your homework. What are we talking about? I don't know why you are cherry picking comments that are not relevant at all to the conversation we are doing online. It's like they're taking the nichest as possible comments that no one even cares about, instead of focusing on the main thing. None of this was about Jen. This shit isn't most people's real world. If you think it, but well, it is real world for people who have disabilities, though. And see, also, by the way, I saw that Jen, before deleting the Twitter, there are things online you can find. I won't show that shit, but she sided with another bully, and they were both misgendering on purpose. Someone who was there saying, these are not my pronouns are ... and Jen and this other bully were like, we don't care because you were bullying us because you were saying shit. Oh no, they asked the question. I don't remember the pronouns, I'm sorry, but they were asking a question, and basically none of them wanted to answer this question, and they were bullying this person misgendering on purpose and saying, yeah, we don't care about your pronouns, we will misgender you because you don't deserve your pronouns. Keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, because why are not we talking about that? Why are we cherry picking comments, stupid comments that no one cares and no one is talking about? This shit is in most people real life. If you think it did she say the same thing twice? Okay. If you think it should be, then you have quite an ego on you. Sorry, but the story continues to track like I said it would. No, it doesn't. Then she said, lol, LOL, someone just brought to my attention that this guy has known about me and had it out for me since 2020. Everything makes so much more sense, even with the irony of being called obsessed by the obsessed. Anyway, I'm tired of this grandpa. I don't know who this guy should be, like Adam. Personally, I'm following Adam. It's been 5 years, 3 years, I don't know. And I never heard Helloleesh's name before this situation. And then I saw that, maybe Adam made a video on Helloleesh when Helloleesh came back on the internet talking about Gabbie Hanna. I don't remember. It was a positive video though. Oh yeah, it was this one. But I can only find her video. Was this video here? Wait, I'm going to show you the cover. This video here, he reacted to, but I cannot find the video. I do remember that. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. But I do remember wasn't that one? Or maybe it was this one. I don't remember. He reacted to freaking video, but I don't even remember. See? Maybe it was this one, with the pink dress. I don't remember. But yeah, I didn't remember her name, honestly. So I don't know, why are we so obsessed with the thought that there are people obsessed about you? I swear to God, I did watch I want to say 80% of the videos that Adam posted lately, and with lately I'm talking about 2-3 years. Never heard her name, I swear to God. So yeah, but I want to read final. This video will be 100 hours. No, I won't. I want to read the Gavin's take, which wrote a masterpiece, but I do like a wall of text when it's useful. Not. I saw someone commenting that, in their opinion, Helloleesh, every time she does a video and does a post, she kind of talks in circles. Honestly, I'm ADHD. As you can see, the only times I do kind of have a way of talking correctly is when I do take notes, because otherwise I will go on 150,000 tangents. So I heard that she's ADHD too. So that's okay. I do put that in count. I do know that. Okay. But that's true. Every time that I watched her video, like when I watched the videos that you saw watching me, because those are the only videos that I watched, it feels kind of a loop, and it feels like I don't know, it's like when people go in circles and circles, it's like they're trying to kind of, in my opinion, kind of trick you into thinking how they think, giving you more explanation. I don't know, it's a weird situation, but the posts that she posts and also the shorts are really, I don't understand them. And I do know English, but sometimes I really don't understand the point and everything. So yeah. Okay, that's his post, and he says, "Hey everyone, it's Gavin." Pew. Hi Gavin. I know Adam isn't covering this person, which I think he should have done that too. He should have, because as much as they, Jen and Helloleesh teamed up with videos on Adam's situation, I think that he did the right thing talking about Jen in the last video. The last video was amazing because it was needed. But I think we should also look at other people, most of all because in the last video of Adam, he said that there are people trying to take him down, which, what the fuck are we? Is this the CIA? What the fuck? We are on YouTube, dude, chill. But we really should also focus on, we really should have looked at everyone at the same time. But still, I commented on one. Oh, I didn't read this. I read just the first quote and I was like, I got you. I commented on one of Helloleesh's short after she yeah, this is something that I really noticed. I don't follow her, but every time I go on her channel, she either deletes things, either she unlists, now she re-uploaded 3 shorts. I don't know, I didn't watch them. I read it somewhere, to which she responded to, but I also hope no one thinks I'm just getting involved as a nobody to this side of drama. Dude, this come in, the water's fine. But it would be ironic for Leash to take issue with that herself after she placed herself into perfect. You can comment on everything, baby. With that herself after she placed herself into it when she first helped facilitate the Jen versus Adam angle over a month ago. Preach. After Adam covered Joshua David's overall, I will always appreciate it. So yes, I would like to fight in his corner. And when both Jen and Leash posted their videos about Adam simultaneously, I felt awful for Adam being blamed for an innocent mistake and the vitriol both Adam and Helloleesh had towards. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I don't understand why we focused only on one person when there were 2 persons. And probably this goes also with the fact that Helloleesh's video are more, she works more in, like Jen was more like harsh, angry, words spoken directly. Helloleesh goes around and around. And in fact, in the first part of her videos, I'm sorry, my nose snitches. In the first part of her videos, I was kinda on board on most of her takes because she was talking with a distant kinda, but through the end she made some statements that I was like weird, no. So also because Jen Dance videos were pretty brief and Helloleesh's videos are long and convoluted, so I understand why people didn't focused on that. There was so much words and you needed to really filter those words. This is also why I made videos on both of them, because they were working on a tandem together, and that was, still is, worrying in my opinion. Two grown-ass women, by the way. No, ageism. No, it's not ageism, dude. At this point, if one of my friend, 32, 33, whatever, and another one of my friend, 32, 33, were trying to take down a 20-ish something, I would be like, what? Just go to the beach. Go to the beach, please. Go enjoy the sun. Just drop it. Blah, blah, blah. Now Leash did it in a way that she disguised it. She wanted to come across as sitting on the fence about Adam as a way to deflect criticism when it comes to him. It's one thing to have an opinion. I didn't read this, by the way. I'm starting to think, is it going to say the same thing that I said? It's one thing to have an opinion on Adam, and everyone is entitled to one, including her, but I cannot now stand how she is rewriting history by saying she never directed hate at Adam or saying anything bad. Go watch my videos. I do point that out. He's quoting, quote, I don't dislike Adam. Also, I don't think I like him at the same time. Same thing that Jen then said. Like, I don't, something along the lines of, I don't hate you, Adam. I don't, like, I don't think you did something wrong or something like that. But if I think about what you did, I kind of hate you. I kind of think you did something wrong. And I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Timestamp 1 minute 12 seconds. Quote, I love the timestamp, dude. This is Sherlock Holmes job. I just think that this situation didn't need to be a big deal, but it says a lot about Adam. Not his character, just his ability to speak humbly and be teachable. This quote is, it's like you go to the church. Unfortunately, I used to go to, sorry, no shade, I'm not religious. I used to go to the church, and the how it's called, the guy who says the mass, it was like, you should be teachable. And I'm like, dude, no. The priest, right? That's a weird thing to say, considering that statement is coming for Adam's character. Throughout her videos, she keeps calling for change in Adam, like she has any right or authority to police someone she doesn't even watch. She says she has seen his videos sometimes and yet claims ignorance of yet. That's right, another plot hole. Because she says, yeah, I do watch Adam. I think I do like his commentary channel. He's got the video that he does. But I don't know him. I don't know his story, and I don't want to know his story. Okay. So is she only basing this off the one Arisa video? Is she only basing this off his reaction to the video where he took it down, corrected his mistake in a follow-up stream and video and made the necessary steps to fix it? Oh no, she's calling for an overhaul of it. Oh, what's that word? I never saw that word. Interesting. Of his character, like she's been watching him and how he handles himself for years. Or she's being fed information from other people. Kodee, is that you? Kodee, is that you? I do love that people think that this is the conspiration theory of the year. Like, is Kodee behind everything? I don't know. Sometimes I think, in my opinion, we are giving this person too much power and brain work. I don't want to be shady, but maybe these people are actually bad, in my opinion, on their own. They just found themselves around other bad people. Story of the life, you know. My opinion, speculation, allegations. There is no way she keeps talking about Adam in the way she is based on the one incident. Now she's claiming that she only made mild criticisms towards Adam and defended him in her video, and yet she keeps doubling down, but at the same time, this is weird. She keeps doubling down, but at the same time, she keeps reiterating the fact that Adam did whatever she thinks he did. Jesus Christ. However, she kept flip-flopping. I love the word flip-flopping. In her views, in a really condescending way. No, in a really condescending and entitled way. But her criticism was not mild, and she allowed the hate campaign against Adam to reach a fever pitch at a very opportune time. True. She also says around the I love it. The fourth minute mark, Noemi, allora, please. The 4-minute mark that Adam didn't examine Alyssa's videos well, while admitting that she didn't watch the full thing. She is well within her rights to say how she thinks Adam should have handled the situation, but ignoring the context around his initial reaction. Yes, the Colleen situation. Then criticizing him for taking down Alyssa's video because she was lapping up the clout. He can do anything right, apparently. And yes, exactly. And she even admits, also at a certain point, what was funny, and I'm sorry, maybe this is a little bit harsh, but there was a moment when watching Dent's video and Helloleesh's video, they were both saying, I am the victim. And the other one was saying, I am the victim. I am the big victim. I am the, and then Helloleesh was like, they are forgetting the fact that I was I was part of the harassed people too. It was like they were, which is weird. When you, I don't want to say that there's a good or bad way to act as a victim, because anyone can act and say whatever they want to say. In that moment, it was like feeling that they were doing a race against Adam, wrong take on the Alyssa video, to say, you should have talked about me, you should have said my story, or better, they were like, I am entitled to talk about my story. You are not entitled to talk about anyone's story and to react to anyone's video, because you weren't there. You weren't there in the trenches with us. I am the victim. They were both saying the same thing, in my opinion. I was there. You were not. So you are not entitled to have an opinion on whatever, even if your opinion is based on the fact that you see and not the fact that no one who wasn't there 6 years ago was aware of. Honestly, it's like they think they are, I don't know, that situation was, I don't know, a big story that was on everyone's mouth. Everyone was talking, and I'm not trying to take it any experience from them. It was just weird the way they were portraying it towards in Adam's face, like, we are the victim, you cannot speak about that. I don't know, even after he said I'm sorry. Then criticizing him for taking the data. Okay, Adam has to deal with harassment every single day on his channel to the degree no one will ever understand. He's been attacked from all sides, especially recently. Adam being it's one after another at this point. It was, I lost the count of how many people came for Adam this year, honestly. Adam being defensive is not a crime, nor does it take away from his initial apology to Jen. Hello from the other side goes on to, who's Hello from the other side? To say that she didn't expect an apology to herself. Why in the world would Adam apologize to her? This is again another example. Leash. Is this a joke for Helloleesh? I'm too dumb for these things, dude. This is again another example of Leash inserting herself when she really didn't need to, but it highlights her need for the same attention Jen was getting. Exactly. This is around 10 minutes into her video. She keeps saying he didn't need to apologize, but if he did, he should make a real one. But she admits to not watching Adam's full video. Honestly, at this point, we are the dumb one who watch 3 hours video to make a comment or 20 minutes on it. We're dumb. Let's just speak on the first 10 seconds. But she admits to not watching Adam's full video. So again, the irony of that, considering everything that happened with Spence and Jen, he's hilarious. She agrees that people don't need to do the research around 12 minutes in, yet she constantly berates Adam. He's researching on Lisa, and again, made a bigger deal on this video. Okay. Then he quotes, do I think people need to do all the research before? Like, not necessarily, but hypocrisy really gets me, dude. If you say that people should do this, but then you don't do it, and then you get upset when it's your turn, then you deserve to be called out. Ding, ding, ding. And Q, the hypocrisy of this alone is hilarious. True. She brings up that Adam reacted poorly to, do we know them, I think it's the podcast, for platforming Johnny without them. This was another, like, let's pour in people and throw people into discourse in order to switch, to change the focus on whatever is wrong. Crazy. She preaches that Adam should grow and change, and yet she doesn't acknowledge when he has proven that he has. Also, it's a completely different scenario. Leash says she doesn't care for the Colleen drama. If you want to berate someone for not knowing every little thing, then you deserve to be called out when you are. This is the main focus of everything. They can point the finger, but they don't want the finger pointed at them. To Adams, she says it only matters when you're on the victim's side of things. She says she shouldn't then criticize others for not doing researches. This is not my criticism, and she puts it, as she put it, but putting into question his character, his integrity. Yeah, that was the you're young, Adam. You're only 23. You can see my reaction to that. She says her main criticism is that Adam is unable to change his opinion, that he's not teachable. Like, he didn't just do that. She's most likely getting at She's most likely getting at he can't just say sorry without being defensive. But again, when you have hundreds of people, honestly, I said it. I think Adam apology is fine, but again, we are focusing on the stupidest shit ever. Adam can say sorry and hold up his son. Yeah, sure. And also the Harry Daniels, he made a freaking compilation. Harry Daniels, Joshua David, and Vigo and John Dent, all happening at the relative same time. Yeah, one after another. Jesus Christ. Condescending. She's looking down on him as if I'm jumping something like the quotes and quotes because I already commented on the videos. Condescending, she's looking down on him as if she's better than Adam. Anyone want to speak to her ego in this matter, or the ego John Dent or Sixpence? 50 minutes in, she says both Adam and Swoop are due. I can say, yeah, the Swoop. No. Good on Swoop, who not probably. She also never saw that video. Good for her. That they're bad people and their time is coming. Yeah, that was a... You insinuated that, Leash. You opened those floodgates, like how the timing of your video added to it was like, yeah, I have information that you don't know and their timing is up. Notice the irony of it all. And she will probably say, but I never said Adam is a bad person in my video. True, her comments are filled with distaste towards Adam, and yet in her recent reply to me on one of her shorts, she claims she did not send hate Adam's way, and that she's just a small channel. Dude, I have almost 700 subscribers. I will never do it, and if I do, please cancel me. So I can say I've been cancelled. Her reply to me, you're telling me a creator who hasn't consistently posted it over the years, sitting at 35k, has a following strong enough to make people hate Adam? This is the stupidest thing ever. It's like, I'm a small creator, like I'm a lonely person. I can hate on you because, even just one word of hate can make huge damage to even the biggest creator. And as I said in many videos, we saw many celebrities doing actions on even just one person comment. So this is disgusting. Has a following strong enough to make people hate Adam, a man with now he's a man. Okay, a man with 500,000 followers and a fandom. There are all caps words. Where then is my army? Numbers alone make your argument stupid as hell. numbers, not words. Okay. Does she know how YouTube works? Video go beyond a channel's research, as we saw with Jen's Gabbie Hanna video. Just because Adam has a larger platform does not make him any less human. Your video, Leash, coupled with Jen's video, became, and also Adam's shorts, Kodee Tyler shorts. That's important to the story too. Became a breeding ground of hatred towards Adam. Also because a lot of people who already disliked Adam like chipped in because they saw like an opportunity to hate more on the person that they already disliked, which is stupid. But yeah, if you don't like someone, just don't follow them. That's easy. You knew exactly what you were doing by getting yourself involved in Adams. One mistake regarding Elise, you made it bigger than it needed to be because you saw how much traction Jen was getting and wanted a little bit of that yourself. True. Yeah, true. There were people saying, oh, now I am reevaluating the Adam situation with Colleen and Joshua David Evans, which is the stupidest thing ever. You made a public video criticizing Adam, whether you want to claim that or not, Leash, just own up to it. Fair enough, you have an option on Adam with a justified reason, but this fence-sitting and then claiming you never did any stupid. At 22 minutes, she tries to be smart by applying the Dunning-Kruger effect on Adam. Google said the Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias where people with low ability, skill or knowledge in a specific subject overestimate their own competence. Yeah, when she did the diagram, I was like, this is what I was talking about, the confusing shit that are in those videos, the circle and circle. At least Jen was right to the point, honestly. At least that. Not in the right way, but at least that. Mild criticism, A. A. I don't think Adam is problematic. I just think he's too egotistical to handle situation properly. Nearly 30 minutes in, right after the true. She told me I was smelling my own farts, but I could see her farting. Oh, we're talking about fart here. She told me I was smelling my own farts, but I could see her farting up a storm. The entire video she premiered on July 11th. The video was filled with contradiction and yeah, true. First she says something, then she goes back. I don't know how people can do that. I do question myself a lot, but if I have an opinion, usually there's something happens, I stick with that opinion. I don't know. Things are going to come crashing down if you don't remain teachable. And this is why I can take her seriously when she says nice things about Adams. Like, yeah, I won't trust anything anymore. Like he's smart, and yet her entire video tries to make him look dumb, egotistical, self-important, and much more. Helloleesh says Adam should just take the criticism on the chin, and yet cannot take criticism herself when being called out. This turned out longer than I anticipated. That's okay. So, Your Honor, I rest my case. I acknowledge I am an outsider with no skin. No, I like to read other people's takes. So, yeah, this is a long ass video. Well, I'm going to snip, snap. I really want to finally talk about the most important thing that I said at the beginning of the video I wanted to talk about. So now that everyone, besides Helloleesh, honestly, I'm asking myself, will she do the same, like deleting everything? Honestly, in my opinion, she seems too prideful to do such thing. But maybe she will, I don't know, make private the Instagram, and I don't know. I don't see her doing, and honest to God, this is not what I want. I'm going to say why I think that deleting content, deleting full accounts is dumb. Why on earth in the big 2026 are we deleting the videos and channels and accounts with the hundreds of tweets when there are re-uploads everywhere. There are screenshots of every single tweet she posted. I'm talking about Dent. She posted. Of the sixth spans, there are re-uploads everywhere. It's like you never leave the internet, which is stupid at this point. This is an advice at this point. Just take off all the apps on your phone. Just go Nokia 9000, whatever, and leave everything on. At least take your bag on the shit that you do. At least that's dumb. That's really, really dumb. So if you cannot take accountability, if you cannot like leave everything up and maybe go and disappear for a month to half a year, Jesus Christ, take Gabbie's Hanna. You followed all the manual of Gabbie's Hanna, and then you come crashing down in the most important point. She does leave, apparently. She did cancel some videos and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure also, this is my speculation, there are a lot of channels with the re-uploads of Gabbie Hanna. I'm pretty sure she's behind those. That's my just speculations, honestly. But there are also lots of videos on her channel. Those are views. Those are watch time. Those are... You will never go away. Your tweets will never go away. That doc will never go away. Probably it has been downloaded 100 times. Probably also printed, so people can just put like the receipts there. They can be useful some other time. So I really don't understand the deleting. For me it's dumb. You're just losing money at this point. Just let people watch your things. And this is my take on everything. This is my I really at this point I really hope that nothing happens anymore. Oh, last things last, I just saw that, let me see if I can take it correctly. Sixth Spence partner went on Adam McIntyre Reddit and made a post, and I didn't read that post. I don't know what the hell it was talking about because it was deleted by the moderators, and there were a lot of comments. I don't know the context, but I don't know if that was the real partner, if it was whatever. That's crazy. That's cuckoo banana. And I want to end on this funny note, honestly, after all this talking. So let me know what are your takes on this. I talk so much that my throat itches so freaking much. If you're new, do the YouTube thing, subscribe. Thank you so much for again. Love you, and we will see each other really, 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 really soon.